Almost all American journalism is controlled by a few massive corporations. News Voice is a one-of-a-kind mobile app that tracks the bias and corporate interests that infuse the news stories we consume every day, and it's completely free to use. Go to newsvoice.com/Pacman to download it. I already told you that Donald Trump was extremely triggered this weekend and absolutely lost it on Twitter, tweeting 52 times in an hour, tweeting 125 times on Sunday. I mean, just absolutely outrageous, unhinged conspiracy tweets and what I like to call agit trash. It appears that one of the triggering events for Donald Trump this weekend was former President Barack Obama accurately criticizing Donald Trump for his failed, essentially fake coronavirus response, which has not even really been a response, which I think justifies calling it fake. The phrase that Barack Obama used for Trump's handling of coronavirus was, quote, an absolute chaotic disaster. Let's check it out from the Obama call with supporters where he said this.
It has been an absolute chaotic disaster when that mindset of what's in it for me and to heck with everybody else, when that mindset is operationalized in our government.
I would actually go further. Barack Obama says that the Trump mindset of what's in it for me has been operationalized by our government in terms of coronavirus. It has been. I don't want to overuse the term, but you know it applies here. Trump's guiding principle of what's in it for me and what's in it for my reelection, it has been weaponized by this administration, and it has killed many people who did not need to die. Now, the reactions from Trump and Trumpists have been completely predictable. First of all, they're doing this entire, this is the coarsening of the discourse. Presidents shouldn't criticize their successors. This is a red herring, because notice that they don't say presidents shouldn't criticize other presidents, because Trump regularly slams Obama, pulls Obama into insane conspiracy theories. Trump slams Bush. Trump slams Clinton. So understand the flaccid hypocrisy of this. A former president shouldn't criticize the current president, but Trump regularly bashing former presidents is fine. They are predictably pathetic, and so pathetically predictable. Number two, the right is reviving Obama conspiracies as a result of this. So be on the lookout for those. Not only are they saying now that Barack Obama was personally and illegally involved in trying to destroy Trump's presidency before it even got started, Michael Flynn, all this other stuff, Pizzagate. I mean, it's crazy what Obama is being pulled into. That's number one. But number two, they're again starting to try to rehabilitate things from the Obama era. Like, for example, H1N1 and Ebola. H1N1 is a different story altogether. It didn't have the political implications of Ebola. But remember that with Ebola in 2014, there were 2 people who died in the United States. There were 2 cases that were transmitted in the United States. There were 4 cases. These are 4, not 4,000, not 40,000, not 4 million. 4 cases were first diagnosed in the United States. 11 cases total and 2 deaths. Trump himself was calling for Obama's removal in 2014, and we knew it was all politics. Do you remember how we knew that the 2014 Ebola outbreak was all politics to attack Obama? Well, because the day after the 2014 midterm election, we essentially never heard about Ebola again. Leading up to it, I remember Rand Paul was unhinged. Obama, he failing on Ebola. We had 2 deaths. Doesn't make them not tragic, but we had 2 deaths. We are at 81,000 deaths, and Trump is making the argument that the cupboards were bare from the Obama administration, that it's China's fault. Any shortages of PPE are because of governors. Everybody's fault other than his own. When he said, when you're president, the buck stops with you, when it was Barack Obama. They're at that again. Okay, talking about Ebola. And then we get to our third issue. Just look at how painfully unstable Donald Trump is. I was thinking of how to say it in other terms, but Trump has had months to deal with this. Obama accurately says it's been a chaotic disaster. And this sets Trump off on, was it 24, 36, 48 hours of hundreds of tweets attacking Obama, acting like the exact chaotic mess that Barack Obama describes while the cases continue to pile up and the deaths continue to pile up. I was thinking last night about an email I received. Someone wrote to me and said essentially, listen, Trump's basically doing as well handling the virus as any random person off of the street would do. Kind of making the argument that, like, listen, Trump's handling it poorly, but it's roughly what would happen if we voted in any random person and said, deal with coronavirus. I completely disagree. Trump is doing worse than the average person. Trump has very acute personality issues that make him extra poorly suited at dealing with this. Trump believes he knows more than everybody else. Trump focuses on attacking others and shifting blame instead of fixing problems. My contention to you is, if you took a random person off the street, they'd probably do better than Trump because they wouldn't bring the delusions of grandeur. They wouldn't bring the narcissism. And so they would say, hey, let's find some experts and let the experts do their thing. And we would all be better off. I believe Donald Trump is actually doing a markedly worse job than a random person off of the street would do. If you said, what about a random doctor? They would absolutely handle it better than Donald Trump has in total. The average person is likely to have better handled coronavirus than did Donald Trump. I'm glad that Barack Obama spoke up. You know, right away, you have the people who are saying, oh, now we're normalizing Barack Obama's presidency with the drones. No, we're not. We're just saying, oh, Obama recognizes what's going on, and he said it, and it's important for him to say it, and I'm glad that he did. That's all that we are saying.